Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome back.
Just you do it. You take care of it.
Oh, welcome back. Welcome back. It's another beautiful week of football
It's a really
coming
beautiful week,
up.
everyone.
It's football season, bro. Nothing to be sad about. It's football season. There's
Catch
worse
any
things.
good
Worse
games
things
this
in
weekend,
life.
Nikki?
Yeah, I caught a few. Watch
Yeah,
some good football.
we'll talk about it. You should
Some
take that shirt. You should,
there's
no homo. You should take that shirt off though.
never. That'll never happen.
No FOMO.
It'll
No
never
homo.
happen.
But
I bleed for this team, bro.
we,
It'll
we,
never
we coming.
happen. You'll never.
We
You'll
coming.
never catch me. You'll never catch me on an off day.
We coming for the sweep.
I've repped my team once in this podcast this year.
We can go. We can go 0-17, and I wear it every day. I don't care. But for real though, welcome back. Anybody that's tuning in, we are going on
Week
to week
8, week
eight.
9.
Yes,
I think week
yes,
nine.
going on to week eight, recapping week seven, looking into week eight. Crazy,
Yeah.
but
This is
it really
episode
was a good
9
week
though.
of
That's what it is.
this. Yeah, it actually really was a good week of football though, because everything's like we're at that point of the year where things are starting to like come into fruition. You know what I mean? You're really seeing true identities
hmm
of certain teams,
Yes.
and things are really starting to come together. You know, less fraudulent, like 3-0 teams for no reason. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You caught a glimpse of that.
It's starting to really get into full form. So we'll get right into it. Starting off Thursday night football, Bengals Steelers. Bengals upset the Steelers 33-31 to continue
Football.
the run of Thursday night football
This
upsets.
game was a banger.
The game was awesome,
Insane.
This
bro.
game was. I thought this was
Dunk
going to
bowl.
be the shittiest primetime game of the entire season. This game was awesome.
Dude,
The
Thursday
Unk
night
Bowl.
football is cursed. Thursday night football is it's cursed. It's crazy.
It's cursed, but like I'd rather see
In a
that
good way. In a good way.
than just see boring games where two boring teams.
No, 100%.
The,
I'm just
the
saying it's just
favorite
been upset.
wins.
It's just
Yeah,
been upset after upset. Like I think the last non-upset might have been your game, Dom. Dolphins Bills, and you low key almost beat them.
Yeah.
Like there's something in the air with these Thursday night football underdogs. I don't know what's going on. It's crazy.
it was a really good
Dude,
game.
two old quarterbacks going at it. They
The
both still
Uncle.
got something in there.
The Unk Bowl, dude. You
Oh,
got it's crazy. You got Aaron Rodgers threw for 249, four tutties, threw two picks, but and then Joe Flacco
Joe
back in
Flacco's
full
back.
form. He threw for 342 and three tutties with no picks.
Jamar Chase went off. I know
they
11,
that.
kept they kept talking
16
about this.
catches. I don't know if I've ever seen somebody have 16 catches in a
I think
game.
he had over 20 targets, I believe.
Something like that. It was
I
16
mean,
Crazy.
catches,
him and Flacco
161 yards, and a
just got into a
touchdown.
rhythm early. Like Flacco's a
Yeah.
vet.
Yeah.
He knows that like, all right, I'm not gonna be able to do anything super crazy. Let me just get my playmaker the ball. And bro,
Hey, listen, we talked about this last week. We said, does Flacco coming to the Bengals give them any hope? Absolutely, after that performance.
Yes.
after that performance for sure.
Better than
That's all
Jake
you got to
Browning.
do. That's all you got to do, bro. Just put the ball. You got two absolute dogs, absolute playmakers. Put the ball in their hands, and
They kept talking
you could
about
be in
this
any
on the
game.
they kept talking about this on the broadcast, and I actually thought it was really interesting because I didn't even stop to think about it this way. I wish I did. I wish I was the one who thought of this, but they asked Mike Tomlin like what he thought about the trade. And he said he was like, "Why would you trade away a guy
I
that
saw
you
this.
intended to be your week one starter to a divisional opponent
Yep, I
when
saw
hmm
that.
you're already struggling yourselves? Like the Browns
Yeah,
are by no means good
Yeah.
the
no,
way their starter.
yeah, no. I saw that quote too. It is crazy. Like, why would you do that?
I
You
wish
shouldn't trade
again. I
within
wish
the division
I'm the one who
anyway.
thought of that because that like I heard that I was like, yeah, wait, they did do that. Like why?
You shouldn't trade within the division in general. I think.
Yeah, no matter what it is.
I mean, I wouldn't trade anybody with it unless you think you're getting like a steal. Like I
Even
wouldn't.
though it's 80-year-old Joe Flacco, like you're talking about someone that was named QB
But
one.
you were giving them the quarterback that was going to start for them. That's the point, right?
Uh-huh.
Like it's not like you just traded like
And
some
that's
backup.
yeah,
Like
and
you
that's another
knew
thing.
you
You're
were
not
handing them, keep him away. They needed a starting quarterback. Make them go get somebody else. Make them get somebody worse, right? Like you were enabling them to have a starting quarterback that is now going to face you
I
and
mean, they
might
paid the
beat you.
price. They paid the price. He
Yeah.
was out there cooking.
As
I
of
mean,
now, Joe
honestly,
Flacco's
that
getting
kind
the
of worked in
job
the
done.
Browns' favors. A loss for the Steelers helps everybody, but still, they got to play each other again. So
And I also think it's like a time where the Steelers actually are, like you said, finding their true identity. I don't think they're one of the powerhouses in the league, but I
no,
do
I
think
don't think so
they're
either.
one of those like average teams. So
They're
And
definitely
they're
middle of the
still gonna
pack.
find a way to sneak in.
No, they're
Yeah,
becoming
I
they
agree.
were looking like a 10 to 12 win team, and now they're returning to they're going to go 9-8, and I don't think anybody's going to do anything about it. No matter how it happens, they'll find a way to be 9-8.
Yep,
But that division's wide open. I'm not even going to lie, that division is
it is.
wide open.
Especially with Lamar coming back, dude.
Yeah, division is absolutely up for grabs. Anybody could get a piece of that, which is crazy. So, but yeah, electric game from the big three of the Bengals because Chase Brown finally had a good game. He rushed for 108. T. Higgins had 96 yards and a tutty. So big game.
Yep.
Weird stat. Rodgers threw 4 touchdowns and all 4 of them were to tight ends.
That was interesting.
Yeah.
That Fryermuth came out of nowhere.
Yeah, bro, he had
Yeah.
111 yards and 2 touchdowns. He's done nothing all year.
Yeah, and he was balling. Going back to the two picks that Aaron Rodgers had, one of them was really bad. One of them was really bad. He just threw it up to DK in double
Wasn't
coverage.
am I wrong or it was like back-to-back drives
I don't know
where
if
he
it was
threw a
back-to-back
pick?
drives, but they were very close to each other. Like
Yeah.
they happened at a bad time. My roommate's a Steelers fan,
Yeah.
and we were sitting there, and he was like, "What's going?" He's like, "What's happening?" He was like, "We're
Yeah,
actually just selling right now."
yeah. Because he's been playing good this year. Like he's not been stupid with the ball. Like
And I mean, he
Yeah.
still
he's been
he
doing
still put
good.
up 4 touchdowns. He still had
And
a good
yeah,
day.
yeah. No, he had a good day, but throwing 2 picks to that defense. But all right, Sunday morning, last London game of the year.
Thank God.
Rams absolutely stepped on the Jaguars, 35
Thank
to
God.
7.
Your
What
London team.
happened? What happened, fellas?
Duval's gone, bro.
All I was
Duval's
hearing
gone,
is the Jaguars are big overseas.
bro. Duval's frauds. That's
What
Without
do you
all.
mean,
They
fellas?
faked me.
without
I took
Puka,
the Rams.
without
They
Puka,
faked me.
Matt Stafford, five
Yeah, it's
touchdowns.
just me, just me.
Yeah, Matt
Now
Stafford's
Dom
dealing
took the
right
Rams.
now.
That was just me.
Oh, I
No,
thought I
Matt
thought
dude.
you were
Stafford
picking
is
them up.
dealing.
No, I was the one that Duval faked me out, bro. You know what's funny? Like I wasn't picking them all year, and they were pulling off wins. They were like 4-1, and I kept picking them to lose. And then I started picking them because they're winning games, and
Aid
they're
God.
just trash. They're just
And I
trash.
think I think the Jaguars are another team that falls into that category, finding their
Yeah, no,
identity.
yeah, I think they're done.
Defense is getting drove all on. I think
Mm-hmm.
Devontae Adams had 2 touchdowns,
Three,
Three.
three, three.
3 touchdowns. Yeah.
Three.
He only had 54, or no, he only had 35 yards, but
hmm
three touchdowns. It was crazy.
That's their guy. Without
Yeah.
Puka, that's their guy.
Stafford just doing Stafford things. I think that was a record most touchdowns thrown in an overseas game.
It's a
Um,
cool stat.
yeah, but only bright side for the Jaguars because BTJ continues to disappoint. Travis Hunter had a really good game. He had 8 catches, 101 yards, and his first
hmm
touchdown. That was cool to see.
Yes.
And he's also, I don't know if you guys seen I don't have the numbers exactly. His snap count has increased like almost every single game. Like his percentage of snaps on both sides of the ball is continuing to just go up and up, which is pretty
That's
crazy. He
cool. That's
hasn't
cool to
like
see.
blown me away on either side of the ball, but like the fact that he really is playing both ways a lot
Yeah,
is
that's
is,
Which
is very
that's cool.
impressive.
is
It's very
is a
impressive.
surprise for me. Like I'll be the first to admit
Very impressive.
Me
I didn't think
too.
he was gonna be able to juggle
Sustain it.
an
Yeah.
NFL offensive playbook and defensive playbook and be able to produce on both sides of the ball. Like that's just not realistic. But I mean,
He's such a freak athlete, bro. Like he hasn't
Yeah, he
dominated
is.
either way yet, but like there you see the signs. Like I don't know if you saw his like pass breakup on Devontae. Like
The
you're talking
catch
about
that he had
Devontae
against the
Adams. Like
Chiefs.
you're talking about that was a good catch. But you're talking about Devontae Adams, like one of the best receivers ever, and like he locked him up and had a great pass breakup. Like it was like perfectly covered. Like it's just impressive that he could do that in the same game that he just had 101 yards and a touchdown. Like it really is
Yeah.
crazy.
and
But
look at what happens. Jaguars defense. We were talking about. They're kind of just turnover dependent
mm-hmm,
Yep.
a
yeah,
couple weeks
no, you're
ago,
right. You don't first
and now they're not
turnovers,
getting
and
turnovers, and
they get 35 points put up on their
yeah,
head.
subsequently they're losing ball games.
Yeah, they
Yep.
gotta bounce. They gotta find a way to bounce back.
I think they'll be all right though.
I don't think that they're gonna be all right. I mean, all right, like they're not gonna like lose out, but I don't think they're
They will
gonna.
they will be in the
They'll be
hunt.
fighting. They'll be
I think they'll
clawing
have.
for a wild card
I think
spot.
they I think they
They'll
will be in
yeah,
the hunt for
Yeah,
those.
they'll be in
they'll
the
be
hunt.
calling. But if I really had to put my money on it, I would say they finish under 500.
Rams are back though.
Yeah,
Rams
Rams
Rams are
needed that for real after like a really
must
ugly
win for the
win.
Rams.
After a really
yeah.
ugly win against the Ravens, and the way the rest of that division is playing, aside from the Cardinals, that was a big get back game for them.
Without
Yeah.
Puka too. I can't stress that enough. Without Puka.
Yeah. what I would argue is probably the worst game of the week. Bears Saints. Bears win 26-14. That game was garbage. I don't know if you watched any
Yeah,
of
it
that. That
It
game was
was. It
was.
horrible.
was.
It was a hard watch.
That was the
You,
interception bowl.
I mean,
yeah,
but I mean the Bears now are stringing together a few wins. Like
They are
yeah,
they
they
might
are.
I
in
feel
a
like they could
very
shake
ugly
things
way,
up.
though.
I feel
In a
like they
very
could
ugly
shake
way.
things up in the North though. That's just a really good division.
That division is crazy right now. That
It's just a
division is
really good
crazy. The
Yeah.
division.
Vikings are in last place at 3-3.
Yeah, and
Hmm.
we'll get to the Vikings game, but like there was a chance for them to
Yeah.
not be 3-3.
Poor game by both quarterbacks in this game. Rattler. I mean, if you take away the picks, 20 of 32, 233, and two touchdowns is not bad, but he threw three interceptions. And
Hmm.
then Caleb had a horrible game. He had 172 passing yards, no touchdowns, and a pick. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know.
Dude, the
I don't
Saints are
know.
competitive though. They make decent. They're always in games.
They are
They've
always
been
in
putting up
games.
fights
They
like
are always
past
in
few
games.
weeks. Yeah.
The Bears are what we were talking about the Jaguars as. Like they are winning games because their defense is forcing an absurd amount of turnovers. They had like three or more turnovers in like a couple straight games before us. Then they had three against us, and now they just had three. Spencer Rattler threw three picks. I don't even know if there was any fumbles. I didn't even look at that. But they're forcing turnovers like at crazy, crazy numbers that are just not sustainable. And I feel like that's a big part of their success because overall it was a pretty poor performance from
I
the
think I
Bears.
think they have a pretty underrated unit though.
I'm not
Defensively or
sold.
just
I'm not
overall?
sold on the
Yeah,
Bears.
Bears. I think their
Defensively, you're
defense.
saying, or just overall?
Yes, no, defensively. I think their
Yeah,
defense
no, they do. They do.
is
They
really
force
Yeah.
crazy
underrated.
turnovers. I mean, their run game played crazy this week, though. That's one thing that was going. Swift had
Monunga got
124.
involved.
Swift had 124 on a touchdown, and then Monunga had 81 on a touchdown. For both guys to do that in the same game is pretty crazy.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
But Dom, I'll leave you for this one. Browns beat the Dolphins 31-6.
Tired of coming on here talking about the Dolphins. I'm ready for the season to be over.
Don't say
Good.
that.
It's just, as a Dolphins fan, football, no, obviously. I'm in it for fantasy right now. And just
Yeah, yeah.
also, the league's pretty fun right now. It's all over the place. But, dude, it's over for the Dolphins. It's never been so over. It's time. It's about time where we clean house.
It's been time, but that was just
Dude, Tua needs to figure it out.
no,
Are you out? Are you out
no,
on Tua?
no. He's
I'm
Are you?
out.
no,
Are you?
no.
I am.
The time to figure it out. The time to figure it out's
I'm
over.
saying it right now. I'm out on Tua. I'm done.
Out on Tua.
I'm out on Tua.
For anybody
It
that
sucks,
doesn't
man.
know the numbers, he had 100 passing yards, no touchdowns, three picks, and then proceeded to get benched for Quinn Ewers, who I didn't even think was ever going to play a game in the NFL because I don't think he's that good. Um, but here he is.
And it's shocking to me how our GM comes out and says he has no plan or no intention on moving on from Mike McDaniel yet.
Jeez.
Dude, he's got to
It's
figure it out.
shocking.
These
It's
interviews of him
shocking.
are actually unbearable.
They've become yeah.
I can't hear him
Watching
talk
him
anymore.
talk in an interview is unbearable.
They've become like really toxic. Like I feel like it's not just
It's
a personnel problem. It's not just who they have
hmm
at head coach, who they have like in the locker room. There's now like a culture problem in Miami.
yeah. No, yeah, it's bad.
No one
And
believes
it's
in
not
Mike
gonna
McDaniel.
change.
No one believes in Tua. You could tell that like there's just this like there's like here we go again every
Yeah.
Sunday
Yeah.
It's painful to watch. It sucks. Sucks.
to the
But
Browns.
kudos to the Browns. Kudos to the Browns.
Sneaky
Quinshon Judkins
Browns.
ran all over us.
Quinton Judkins
Dylan
is a
Gabriel
dog.
played good.
Judkins
Kudos
is
to
a
them.
dog. He had 84 yards and three tutties.
Their
He's a
run defense
beast.
held Devon A. Chain to, I don't know the exact number, but
82.
82 yards rushing.
Free Devon
So
A.
kudos to them.
Free
Free
Devon
A-Chain.
A. Chain
I
and
saw something. The Packers are trying to make a move on A-Chain. I don't
I
know what they
like
need him for.
my
Josh
heart
Jacobs
is
is an
saying
animal.
my heart's saying like don't let go of Waddle and A. Chain, but they deserve somewhere better.
you have to you almost have to though. Like
Yeah.
you're not gonna be able to keep those pieces and turn around and create
It's just so
a
upsetting. They're
competitive team.
homegrown talent.
I mean,
It's so
18's still on a
upsetting.
rookie deal. You could
You
keep
could
him.
slide. You could slide the Cowboys Jalen Phillips though. I saw something that we're in the market for Phillips too. I know I was talking to you guys before about some edge
He's
rushers
he's
that
good,
I,
but
he's
he
playing
needs to stay healthy.
he's playing good right now too when
Yeah,
he's out
he's
there.
good. He's a good rusher, but he just he's always hurt, always banged up. But we can move on.
Blowout probably of the year. Chiefs Raiders. Chiefs win 31 to nothing. The Chiefs have. You said the Dolphins have
Scary,
never been so over. The Chiefs have never been more back.
Yeah,
This is.
scary,
yeah.
They are doing some crazy stuff right now.
scary.
Dude, I've never seen a team go in victory formation with 3 minutes left on the clock. Never seen it. I've never seen that before.
Like
That's insane. The Raiders had 3 timeouts and the 2 minute warning, and the Chiefs were in victory formation.
I actually thought the Raiders were going to be able to put up somewhat of a fight
They usually do.
Especially in the
They
divisional
they
games
because
against
those
good
usually
games those
defense.
usually
games are
do put up a
usually like
fight.
scrappy, not as high
Yeah,
scoring.
bro.
Chiefs just dog walked him. Geno Smith sucks. He's
Rashi
horrible.
Rice is back, fellas.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
only had 42 yards, but he had 2 tutties, 7 catches. Big game. Everybody ate. I didn't even write it down because I'm looking like who are the top receivers, and it's like Hollywood Brown, 40 yards, Juju, 40 yards, Worthy, 40 yards, Rashi, for like down the list. But Kelsey actually did lead the team with 54 yards, but
Dude, and Patrick
they're
Mahomes
just,
is playing elite right
yeah,
now.
he's going to run away with the MVP.
Elite.
I don't know if that I could say that as a
I
reaction. Do
agree.
you think he's going to win the
I agree.
MVP? But I
I
think he's going to
think
run away
I
with it.
don't I don't I don't think
he's the
that's an overreaction and I mean it's Patrick Mahomes. Like he gets glazed.
after the performance Baker
This
just
ain't
had,
glazing though. This
and
isn't glazing. He's
we'll talk
playing
about it after.
ridiculous football this year.
Yeah,
Mahomes
but
is the
then yeah, but
clear favorite of the MVP for sure, as of right now.
It's funny, the 4-3 Chiefs have become the favorites to win the Super Bowl, the AFC West. Mahomes is the favorite for MVP, Super Bowl
Yeah,
MVP. Like it's crazy. All they had to do was just click. They just had to start putting it together, get their receivers back. I said it a couple weeks ago. Look what happens when you give Mahomes a receiver. Well, now he's got all of them. Now he's
yeah.
got all of them, and that's scary. And the craziest part is we're talking all this crazy offensive performance. I know it's the Raiders, but they just shut them out, held Genty to
It's
21
hard. It's hard to
yards.
hold a football team to 0 points in the NFL.
Dude, that's
yeah,
an amazing
regardless of who you
performance,
are.
Kudos to
regardless.
that, for sure.
Yeah. So scary stuff going on in Kansas City.
Yeah,
This is the best. This is the best Chiefs team I've seen since 2021. I said last week is the best Mahomes we've seen since 2021. Overall, this is the best team I've seen since 2021. From then,
it's fair.
I feel like their defense all year has been really good. They're always so good on
yeah.
defense.
I mean,
But
hmm
when you got Spags,
Yeah,
their offense has really just started clicking again. I mean,
yeah.
it was only a matter of time. You got Patrick Mahomes.
I don't know, bro. You were talking on something. Is the
I
Chiefs
was ta-
dynasty
I
over a
was
couple weeks
talking
ago? You
crazy,
thought
and
they
you
were
know what?
out.
Travis Kelce and
And you know what?
liability.
I still am not entirely like moved off of my position on Travis Kelce, for example. I know you did just say that he led the team in receiving on Sunday, but I I feel like the Mahomes Kelce connection used to be so
It's
much
not the
stronger
same. It
than it
was.
It's
was.
not
It's
the
not.
same, but this is what's scary because one, where you were definitely wrong as saying he was a liability. That's absolutely insane. He's
Through
Yeah.
definitely
those
not a
first two
liability.
weeks, through
No,
those
you had an
first two
argument. I'm
weeks,
not saying you didn't have an argument then,
he
but
was shitting the bed.
no. You're right. You're right. He
He was
was. I'm not
costing
saying
them.
I'm not saying you didn't have a leg to stand up, but at this point, we've seen that
That that that take
that's
that
not
take
true.
that take his age
That's
poorly.
not true. But the scary part is when you have Rashi Rice, Xavier Worthy, Juju, Hollywood Brown, Kelsey could be mid and still be an elite weapon on that team. If that makes any sense. Like
Yes,
they're
yes.
so deep now that we went from talking about how they have no receivers to now they're so deep on that team that Kelsey could be the fifth option and they could be killing everybody. It's crazy.
And also he can lead the team in receiving with what, 52 yards you said?
Yeah, 54.
And they could still win
Yeah.
31 nothing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
And
crazy.
Mahomes still, because everybody had yards, he still threw for 286 and 3 touchdowns.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's back on my. They keep getting away with this, bro. Eagles, Vikings, 28-22. Bro, that was a
Eagles
touchdown.
offense
That
back.
was
But
a
you know what?
catch.
Yeah, you
That
know
was a
what?
catch. That was a catch.
Before we even sit here and say like Vikings like could have did this, should have did that.
Eagles
Dude,
offense back.
Yeah, crazy performance.
Jalen Hurts made me shut up. He shut me up. I
I
can't.
will
I can't even
My mind
sugarcoat it.
isn't changed on Jalen Hurts. I will give credit where credit is due. Phenomenal performance.
Good
Phenomenal.
ball.
He was 19 to 23 with 326 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, no picks. Phenomenal performance against a defense that I've been very high on all year. They still don't have a run game. Saquon still only ran for 44 yards, but I
Saquon's still
mean,
getting contained, but
when you could have Devontae Smith have 9 catches, 183 yards and a touchdown, and AJ Brown having 4 catches, 121 yards and 2 touchdowns, that's
it's
damn
the
near
Eagles that
unbeatable.
everyone's
That's
been
damn
waiting
near
for.
unbeatable.
It's the Eagles that everyone's been waiting for this year. It is, and they finally had that game.
Yeah.
Would they like to see more from the run
I don't.
game?
Yeah, but
Yes.
I don't have the same. I don't have the same impression because like when I think of two teams that had some early signs of struggle but have just started to figure it out, I think of we literally just talked about them, the Chiefs. The Chiefs on the other side, on the other side of the country, on the other side of the league. As a Cowboys fan, like they're more of a threat to go
100%.
and win a Super Bowl than the Eagles.
Could not agree more.
I'm
I
more
agree.
like taken aback and like wow, they really picked it up on the Chiefs than I am the Eagles because
Yeah. Could not agree more.
I still feel like there's problems. Like yeah, good way to kind of get back into rhythm, especially with the passing game because that's just been terrible up until this point. But I'm not
I
sold
agree.
yet. Maybe I'm just
And
a
and
little
it's still
salty.
early in the season, and they still have time to figure it out.
I actually couldn't agree more because I guess this might not make sense considering obviously their run game could be insane, but I feel like offensively from the passing game, like it literally I don't think it can get better than what just happened this weekend. And they
Mm-mm.
still only put up 28 points and damn near could have lost that game. So like I'm still not threatened by the Eagles the way I was last year. Let's just say that. They look like they've returned to the scary Eagles offense, but I think they're not what they were, and I think there's still a couple teams in the league that are better than them. But I'll get to that obviously. But that was definitely a touchdown by Hawkinson, by the way. 100% a catch.
Oh yeah, oh yeah,
100%.
I agree.
Uh, I don't know.
100% a catch.
It was 50-50.
I don't think so. To me, by my eyes, that was a
You
catch.
know what it
But
reminded me of? That's Brian.
a little bit,
You're just trying to rage bait me. We're about to talk about the Cowboys putting belt to ass. You're trying to
dude.
rage bait me. Don't work.
This is
Let's
not the
get
week
to
to
it.
try to rage bait him.
Let's get to it.
Carson Wentz disappointed me too. That was a bag. He threw two horrible picks. But Jettas and Addison both played very well. They still
Mhm.
have potential. This Vikings team. Um,
Yeah.
Good fight against an Eagles team. I lied. This was the worst game this week. Panthers Jets. Panthers won the 13-6.
So sneaky. No.
Sneaky, but not very sneaky this weekend.
No.
No, that was an ugly win. And Bryce Young's hurt. So
Is he?
I think he's out
yeah.
for
Yep.
a few of like
Yep.
a good amount.
He's hurt. He only had 138 yards and a touchdown, and now he's hurt. So
Yep.
Xavier
And
Legette went off though.
Yeah,
sneaky Panthers are 4-3 right now.
Yeah, I know, dude.
That's pretty sneaky.
Dude, come on.
that's like as sneaky as it gets, I feel like.
It is. The NFC is just loaded. It
The
literally
NFC is
is loaded.
very
Loaded.
talented this year.
I feel like for the last like 5, 10 years, all I've been
It's
saying is how
always
the
been the
NFC is
AFC.
weak and the AFC is just stacked,
Mm-hmm.
and it is the complete opposite this year.
Mhm.
But I don't want to waste time on that game. That game was horrible. So let's go
The
to.
Jets are still the worst team in the league.
Oh,
And
all right. Wait,
one of
one
the,
last thing. Reaction. Will the Jets win a game this year?
yes, they have to play the Dolphins one more time.
Yeah, I was gonna say they play the Dolphins again. Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I don't think a team's gonna go defeated, but like, just in case they do, like, I want to say it. The Jets are not winning a football game this year.
Mm.
I'm on the train. I'm rooting for it.
Will
I want to see it.
Aaron Glenn still be the head coach going into next year?
I think he's a one and
Yes.
done type of guy.
I feel like they're going to give him another chance because I don't really think it's necessarily his fault.
I'm pretty sure Justin Fields got benched too.
Yeah, Tyrod played, and he's playing again this week, which I also don't think is the right move because you played Tyrod Taylor and he went 10 of 22 with 126 yards, no touchdowns, and 2 picks. All everybody's been saying is bench Fields, bench Fields. At least you can try to make a future with Fields. What are you gonna
I
do with
just don't.
Tyrod
I
Taylor?
don't think Fields' window is closed yet. Like I think Fields
No,
could
I don't
go
think so
be a
either.
decent quarterback on a
I
decent
completely
team.
agree. I completely agree.
It's
I actually
sad.
like Fields. I actually do like Fields. I really do. But
I was actually really high on, well, not really high on because at the end of the day they're the Jets, but I was really high on Justin Fields being able to. I've said this like 500 times, being able to play for the team that should have drafted him in the first place, like that I thought was like cool, and I thought
yeah, I
that
Yeah.
thought this was gonna be a full
I thought it
circle,
might
and
actually be
things were
exciting to see him click up with Garrett Wilson, Brees Hall. Like no, it's just
here we are, 0-7.
it's the Jets. I drank the Kool-Aid. It's the Jets.
Yeah. Last 1 o'clock game, Patriots Titans. Patriots killed them 31-13.
hmm
Patriots are just rolling.
They
Let's
are.
just say the Titans are lucky that the Jets are in the NFL because they are horrible, and they would be by far the worst team in football if the Jets didn't
They are. They
exist.
are.
That's fair. That's
They are
fair.
horrible.
That's all. That's also fair.
But you know who's not?
Drake May.
Drake May.
Yes.
That
Crazy
guy is
stat for that one.
unbelievable.
Well, so I'll read you his stat line. He was 21 of 23 with 222 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks, 62 rushing yards. And the crazy stat, I'm sure you guys saw this if you were watching Red Zone, he broke Tom Brady's record for
Yep.
highest completion percentage in a single game for a New England Patriot.
I did not see that.
Like
If you're
as a
touching a Tom Brady record, it's just
as
I
a
mean,
credit to
I
Dolphins
you,
mean,
bro.
fan,
Credit to
we
you,
knew at
bro.
the end of last year even that the Patriots like had their guy, but now I mean, I
He's a
don't know.
dog. He's
I
a
don't know if
dog.
I don't know if I can deal
as a Dolphins
decade
fan, I'm
with another
forced to not
decade of the
like him.
Patriots being good.
He is special. It's
I love
painful to
Drake May.
watch before my
I'm
eyes.
okay with it. I wouldn't want to see another Patriots dominant. I'm like, they're not going to be a dynasty. Let's slow
No,
down.
no,
But
no.
I don't want to see another dominant Patriots team for years in a row. But if there's somebody that I would want to see leading that team to do it, it's him. I really like Drake May. I always have. I've been very
I
big on
loved
Drake
him out of
May since he
UNC,
was in
me too.
college. I'm very big on Drake May. I'm very happy for him. I think he's a good kid. I think he's a really good, really talented quarterback. Obviously, I'm happy to see that it's all clicking.
He's dialed.
I do think that he is definitely, I don't want to say due for a regression, but the way he's playing right now will not sustain this entire year. I don't think it will, but
Patriots are just sturdy though.
I don't
Like
think the
yeah,
Patriots are a threat though. I
I
don't
don't
think
think
they're a
so
threat.
either. I don't think
I feel
so
like
either.
I feel like they're good to really good at just about everything, every position group, and then
They're lacking in the rushing game.
Drake May is what puts them over the edge. Yeah,
They're
I don't.
severely lacking in
but
the
he's
running
also
game.
a rushing threat, and I don't like their backs are terrible. I will
I
say.
also don't know if you
Everybody's
saw
talking,
the Patriots' remaining schedule, but it's weak.
is it?
It's weak.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys saw, but it seems like they're trying to make a move for Derrick Henry.
Which
I heard something about
I've
that.
seen speculations, especially because Vrabel's the coach. He coached him in Tennessee.
which would be huge.
It's gonna get shaky around the trade deadline. It's gonna be good
Yeah,
for the episode. Good for
That's good.
content.
Yeah, that's
yes,
gonna
definitely.
we're gonna sit here and talk about the trades for an hour alone.
But we'll move on to the 4 o'clock window. Monumental. The only thing that kept me happy this week, the Denver Broncos with the comeback of a
Wow.
lifetime,
That was a
beating the
crazy
Giants
game.
33-32.
That was a
Wow.
crazy game.
Wow, bro. I was watching that game like, dude, are the Giants good? I was getting scared. I was getting worried. I was like, are the
It
Giants
was a
good?
big game for the Giants because you win that game, you have all the momentum in the world.
I
You
agree.
beat the Eagles and you beat
Yeah.
you beat the
And then
Broncos.
you went 2 mile high and took on the best defense in football
Played
and
really good for
and
three and a half quarters.
put up numbers on them, but then
Yeah.
33 unanswered points. Giants lose in
Unbelievable.
heartbreaking fashion. As a
A
Cowboys fan,
Giants way to lose.
as a Cowboys fan, it just always puts a smile on my face because it happens a lot.
Always.
It's just yeah.
Yeah. I will say because I was giving him a little bit of a hard time last week, and again, I will still will say I'm not sold, but I was very impressed by Jackson Dart in that game.
Yes, he made
Um,
some shaky mistakes at the end,
he did make some
but
shaky mistakes at the end. Whoever decided to throw the ball needs to be fired. I don't know if it was Dayball. I don't know who it was. That is one of those decisions where everybody sitting at home could say, pay me $10 million to be the coach of a football team because the entire world that watches football knows all you need to do is run the ball and you win that game. If they literally just ran the ball,
Yeah.
that they won that game, no problem.
Yeah.
Colossal mistake.
With the dude,
One of
with
the
the
worst
dude who
mistakes I've
you
ever seen.
know, with the dude who you know is gonna take two guys for a ride on his back when he gets the ball.
Yeah.
It don't
Too.
even matter. They didn't. They could have. They could have not. They could have even not gotten first downs, and they still would have won the game.
Yeah,
He would have killed the clock.
terrible decision making.
Absolute. That goes up the list. I kid you not. Here's my reaction for this one. Aside from Pete Carroll throwing the ball on the 1 yard line in the Super Bowl, is that the worst coaching decision you've ever seen? Because I actually think it was.
That's an overreaction.
That's overreaction.
Bro,
There's been some bad.
You're
they were
hating
up.
on me.
Was it 18 or 19-0? They were. I think they were up 19-0, and then 26-8, and they literally lost the game because of that decision.
You're hating, bro. That's too much.
They had, like Dom said, they had the ability to be 3-3, beating arguably the best defense in the NFL. They led for 3.5 quarters. They were up 19-0, and I think it was 19, and then 26-8 with 6 minutes left. They didn't let the Broncos score until the fourth quarter, and they lost the game. 33, and they lost the game.
Yeah.
Because of that decision.
Crazy.
That's a colossal mistake. I'm not being a hater.
I don't know. I feel like
mistake.
No,
I feel like you can go
decision.
to other like postseason moments that were colossal mistakes. What was it, 2 years ago when the Lions lost to the 49ers in the NFC Championship? The fourth and I think it was 4th and 3 decision to go for it. Lions didn't get it. Niners win the game. Like
yeah, but then again, that's a
more crucial moment. It might not be as dramatic as blowing a major lead and losing a really hard game on the road, but the implications just mean more. Like I feel like a smaller decision in the postseason has greater effects.
You're not wrong, but one, the point of the reactions is to make absurd takes, and two, my whole point is that there are how many hundreds of millions of people that watch football, and I think every single person in their couch would have gotten on the phone and said, "Yeah, run the ball," and they would have won the game. Who allowed that to happen? That is absurd. Like, that's insane.
Yeah.
But whatever. We'll move on. One stat before we do. I don't know. I'm sure you guys saw this if you were watching. There have been 1,062 NFL games where a team has led by that amount of points with that amount of time left in the fourth quarter. And 1,062 times that team has won the game until the New York Football Giants.
Love it.
I love it.
I actually have something really interesting about this game because, as you guys may or may not know, they were celebrating their anniversary of Super Bowl 50.
Yeah.
They were inducting Demaryius Thomas into the Ring of Honor.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna read it for you. This is on some NFL meme page.
Yeah, go for it.
Demaryius Thomas passed away at age 33. In his Ring of Fame introduction game, the Broncos scored 33 points in the fourth quarter, had 2 8-point drives, a nod to 88. Defense recorded 33 solo tackles, started game-winning drive with 33 seconds left.
It's pretty crazy.
That's a crazy coincidence.
Some things aren't coincidence. I just
you know what's funny, when they were getting killed, I was like, damn, this whole game is about Demaryius Thomas. They're really gonna go out like this. I was literally thinking that. I was like, this is really what they're gonna do in this game.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
Something's just
what a way to pay respect.
That's crazy. Yeah, but we'll move on. Colts Chargers. Colts won 38-24.
Colts are legit.
Yo, Colts came out.
Colts are
just
legit.
officially.
Just keep riding me, Dom.
No, they earn my respect. They are 100% completely. I'm fully bought in. They are my respect.
They're so legit. They're so legit.
They're gross.
I love
Jonathan
Indiana
Taylor
Jones,
is absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
94 yards, 38 receiving yards, 3 touchdowns.
Piggybacking off what we're saying about just hating on the Giants, dude, Indiana Jones is playing the best football of his career.
I love it, bro.
Saquon Barkley just won a Super Bowl last year.
Xavier McKinney led the league in picks like 2 years ago.
It's great.
All right, we're
Herbert
hating.
actually played really well, though. I mean, he had two picks, but he threw for 420 yards, three touchdowns, and had 31 rushing yards. Their
Yeah,
whole team. Here's a crazy name. I'm gonna butcher this name so hard. The tight end
I
on the
know who
Colts.
you're
I don't even
talking
want.
about.
I don't want to even try to pronounce this guy's
On the
name.
Colts. You're
I
talking
mean,
about
on the
Chargers.
Chargers. Aronde
Gads.
Gadsden,
Gadsden,
the
yeah.
second
Yeah, it's not
Gadsden?
that
had
bad.
never heard of this guy. 11 catches,
Yeah.
164 yards and a touchdown.
Waiver
I
wire
really thought
pickup.
Who? Who?
and I
Waiver wire.
and I really thought they were gonna come out and give the Colts a run for their money.
So did I. Yeah, we
I
took
really
them.
like
We both did. We both took them.
I did take them, and I mean I feel like the score doesn't even really reflect that game. Like
No,
the Colts were just putting it on them.
Dude,
no.
the Colts are a
Yeah,
very good
they
football
are.
team right now. They're literally riding with pure confidence right now. It's
Jonathan
awesome to
Taylor.
watch.
Jonathan Taylor has more three touchdown games this season than the New York Jets. That's
It's
serious.
crazy.
But
Is Jonathan
Packers
Taylor really
Cardinals
good, or are the Jets really shitty?
both.
Yes,
All the
Packers
above.
yes.
Cardinals. Packers win 27-23. I don't know how to feel about the Packers. They're a good
The
football team,
Packers
but
are just
They're
they're
limping
shaky, bro. They're
into
really
they
games.
are
shaky.
shaky. They
That
are.
was no, and that was a I mean that was a one score game all the way.
It
Yeah.
was. And
Jacoby
the
Brissett.
Cardinals
Is he
had a
the
chance
answer
to
for
win it at the
Arizona?
game. Cardinals had a chance to win it
Yeah, they
at
did.
the end of that game.
They did.
Yeah.
Micah Parsons played really well. Really,
Three
really well.
sacks.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, Jacoby Brissett is balling right now, dude. He's better than Kyler Murray.
Michael Parsons is a dog. I think the Cowboys should get someone like that.
You know what? Like up until this week though, the production really hasn't been there. For him to be
Nah,
the highest paid non-quarterback in the league, the production has not been there.
I
No,
think
he also wasn't
I th
playing that much in the beginning.
The further we get from the further we get from the trade, and depending on how things go over the next 2 weeks ahead of the trade deadline, I'm more and more satisfied with given the state of everything. Because while I feel like again we're about to talk about the Cowboys in a second. While I feel like we should have extended him before his price became too high, and that situation was handled poorly, what what the hand that they were dealt with, the situation that they were in, the way things have gone so far, like I'm really not that upset about it. Good for Micah Parsons though.
you
Whatever.
moved on. You moved on.
Packers win. Congrats, you had three sacks. Do it in the playoffs.
Sunday Night Football, 49ers, Falcons. 49ers win 20-10. I was kind of really disappointed in the Falcons, man.
The
I was,
Falcons are one of those
I was
teams
too.
you never know what you're gonna get, honestly.
Their defense is really good, but like CMC just still ate.
Dude, he's an animal.
I actually have an interesting opinion on the Falcons, and I'm actually curious to see if you guys agree. I think the Falcons are a quarterback away from being a very, 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 very good football team. I think Michael Penix is 100% the problem with that team. That offense is very good, and they are loaded top to bottom with weapons, and they have one of the best defenses in football, and they just put up 10 points, and my blame goes to Michael Penix, personally.
That's not a conversation that I'm ready to have yet because I'm still really high on Penix, but
I am too.
I am starting to lean in that direction because they have a really good defense, and at the skill positions on offense, like they're absolutely loaded.
And we've seen what that offense can do.
Yes.
Like,
He's
Yes.
still so
you
young,
can't
and
put up 10 points.
the
No.
good games are there though. That's
Against
the
a
thing.
49ers team without two of the
Fred
best
Warner
players
or
in
Bosa.
football. Without two
I
of
know,
the best
yeah.
players in all of
Dude,
football.
all the announcers were talking about the whole game was like, credit to Robert Saleh, this young defense that really has no business playing as well as it's playing is absolutely balling right now. Like
I
the
mean,
whole
they
time,
did.
that's
They
all they were
did.
saying. They did. But I guess shout out to CMC. He had 129 yards, two tutties, seven catches, and 72 yards on top of that. He won them that game, realistically, because Mac Jones kind of played horrible. He only had 152 yards, no touchdowns, and a pick. So credit to CMC for that win. Very surprised that George Kittle did not have a catch in his game back. That's a
Yeah,
little crazy.
yeah, that was
Sorry,
It
fantasy
was
owners, because that's
it was
suspicious.
rough.
just yeah, but you know what? Like if you actually just like sat down and keyed in on him
He had some
during
huge plays.
49ers
Yeah,
offensive drives, he was out there just blocking his ass off.
Yeah, no, he was. He
He
and
was
was.
that's
out
the
there
kind
he
of
was out
tight
there
end he
blocking his
is.
ass off. And that's like to me that's more that creates more value out of a tight end than just being a big receiving threat.
Oh yeah, for sure, for
Like I
sure.
Mhm.
like I would
I'm not saying it's like anything diss on George Kittle. I'm just surprised. Like you would
mm,
think in his game back, like first game back, you'd get him the
That he
ball.
would get involved for sure.
Like
yeah, but like
so,
that what I'm trying to say is that like what the stats won't tell you is that he played a great game. And I'm also
It's
biased
true.
because I grew up watching Jason Witten. He's
Yeah.
he's he's my favorite football player of all time. And while he was good in the receiving game, like they wanted to run the ball through him.
yeah,
So
yeah. All right, Monday night football doubleheader. First game, Lions Bucks. Lions win 24-9. Very impressed with the Lions. Very disappointed in the Bucks.
sad night for the Bucks. I feel like
Yeah.
there's just a lot of
It
just
was it was due. It was due.
It was
They
definitely
were
due.
I
they
feel
were
like
That was
riding on
really
too
sad to
that's
see.
much.
fair.
Yeah.
Sam's right. That was really hard to watch. He
Like we all
literally was
like
asleep on the
we
middle of
all
the
know what
field.
we're talking about, and this is kind of just a reaction that I thought at the top of my head. Is this it for Mike Evans?
It really might be. Really might be.
Sad.
Which just like hurts. I don't remember a time watching football without seeing Mike Evans.
The thousand
Yeah.
yard streak is over.
11 seasons,
Yeah.
tied
Streak's
with
over.
Jerry
And
Rice.
it was like a rough way to go out. Like he was literally like unconscious on the middle of the field. And like nobody
Yeah.
knew what happened. Like the injury didn't even make sense to the play. Like it
Mm,
didn't line up. Like I was like, oh, he caught that, and then it's like, oh, he's hurt. Like, oh, maybe you know what I mean. Like something could have happened on play. Like he was literally out cold, and then even when they were walking him off, it was like something was. He looked so out of it and so bad.
well,
Why they didn't get
he
the cart
probably
on the
like
field was crazy.
he probably because he landed on his head on like the head, neck, and shoulder area.
Yeah, he hit the turf hard.
He broke his collarbone, but
Yeah.
it was probably a mix of hitting the turf really hard and like his body just going into shock from breaking
Yeah,
your collarbone.
It
yeah.
was scary. It was definitely scary.
Terrible. Like that. Like yeah, that.
And everybody that I was watching with was saying the same thing. They handled that very unprofessionally. Why did the cart not get out earlier? Like, it was like they were like nobody was reacting.
Yeah,
Like
that was.
Baker
I
was on the side talking to the coach about the next play. They're like waiting. They're like it was like nobody reacted. I was so confused. Usually when you see a horrible injury, like everybody's shaking up, the players are taking a knee, the cart's on the field in 2 seconds. Like it
mhm,
seemed something
mhm.
seemed very off about that the whole situation.
Like the flow of the game didn't really stop.
But
I don't really even want to talk about that much more. I mean,
yeah, we can move on.
Lions are a wagon.
They are.
Jameer Gibbs is absolutely incredible.
Is ridiculous.
You think
Dude,
it
when
couldn't
he
get
got
better than CMC? He had 136 yards, 2 touchdowns, 3 catches, and 82 receiving yards.
And
when he got to that second level,
that long touchdown was what, like 80 yards that he
Yeah,
broke?
yeah, when
78,
yeah,
I
when
think.
he got to that second level, there was no catching him. The gear that he turned on
He's so
was
fast.
unbelievable.
He's so
And
fast.
Unbelievable.
Nikki, I texted you about this during the game.
Yeah,
I texted both of you about this during the game. The thing that we were knocking the Lions on offensively, whether it was last week or the week before, about how they're not really utilizing the 1-2 punch the way that they
Yeah,
should. They came out and did that, and
I still think he sits too much. I really do.
I think I feel like they both have such a unique skill set though. Like
I mean, they do.
compared to each
Yeah,
other.
yeah.
yeah, they do. One last thing I want to say about this game: how did CMC win NFC Offensive Player of the Week over Jameer Gibbs? Gibbs had they had the same amount of touchdowns. CMC had 129 rushing. Gibbs had 136. CMC had 72 receiving yards. Gibbs had 82. Which is weird. Like he
That
literally
is
beat him
weird.
at every stat. It just didn't make sense. But
That is strange.
Seahawks Texans, the game that every single person was asleep for because why are they putting games at 10 o'clock at night? Seahawks win 27 to
Seriously.
19. Just found that out because I was asleep for the game. No, I'm kidding. But um, the Texans
I
are
was.
cooked. The
I
Texans
was.
are cooked.
I
No,
fell asleep.
I actually was.
I
I
was
actually
too.
was.
I caught the first half. I fell asleep. I fell asleep at halftime.
I saw JSN score,
Yeah,
get
JSN is
fined.
just on
saw him
another level right now, bro.
Yeah.
saw him get thrown into the bench.
Shout out
Saw
to
him
that ref.
also get
Shaving
Rattled
fined.
fantasy
by a ref.
seasons, bro.
Bro,
Shout out to the ref.
he had the over or something. He was
Shout out to the
like
ref.
there
He had the
Put your
alt
life. He
over at
put his life on the
150
line.
because bro is already at 100 yards. But
Literally
yeah, JSN had
straddling Jason.
8 catches, 123 yards, and a touchdown. Continues to produce as the best receiver in the NFL this year.
By a
Pretty
long shot.
ridiculous pace.
I think he
That
leads
he's
in
on.
yards. He
He
leads in
does.
yards by I think over 100.
Yeah, something crazy.
Seahawks are going from being
And I
like
don't
a dark horse team to they're just legit. Like they're
Yeah,
really
although very
yeah.
shaky game from Sam Darnold. That was
Yeah.
probably his worst performance so far this year.
But I mean the big games are where Sam Darnold struggles. Primetime playoffs.
Yeah. So that's I mean that's a red flag. That's all I'm saying. That's a scary sign.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Um,
don't think that I think the Seahawks could slow down, but I don't think Jason's gonna slow down.
no, I don't think so either. All right. I'm a man of my word. We had a deal. Deal's a
So
deal.
should we talk about it first, or you're gonna give the
No, I
presentation
mean, I
first?
thought I did a whole thing because I thought when you guys said like the loser has to do a solo recap. Here we go.
It's the worst part of the week.
Here we go. Let me let me share let me share the screen quick. Let me do this, Tom, and then whatever you guys want to chime in, you can. But I did it because I thought the point was I had to do like a solo.
I'm gonna
solo
let
thing.
I'm gonna let you break it
Yeah.
down.
So
I have my thoughts. It's called punishment.
yeah, that's I'm glad you
It's
noticed
literally
that.
called
Oh, that's
punishment.
funny.
All right.
Yeah, your team took punishment on Sunday too.
No, this was my punishment. So I just want to say before I start this, everything related to the Washington Commanders organization, I love you, and I have to do this because I'm a man of my word, but I don't mean it. But I love you all. All right.
Oh damn! I gotta get
Why the
some
Cowboys beat
popcorn.
the Commanders?
Yes.
Why the Cowboys beat the
Yes.
Commanders? Reason number one, Marshon Lattimore. So I will say, because I know the point of this I had to glaze your team. I went on a little rant about my own team before. I will get into it, so don't think
Go
this is
ahead. Go
only
ahead.
me.
Yeah, you deserve to blow off some steam.
This is also my rant. So the real main reason we lost this game before the game even started. Reason being, wide receiver 1 out, wide receiver 2 out, wide receiver 3 out. What happens? What happens when you lose 3 wide receivers, guys? What happens when your starting 3 wide receivers are gone? Nobody can catch the football. Like they're in the. Look at that. I know it's horrible pictures because it wouldn't let me take screenshots for some reason. Zach Ertz, Mr. Reliable, all reliable. Ball's in his hands, dropped. Jalen Lane, wide open, ball's cradling like this. Look at this, the basket catch, dropped. So as we continue, another reason why we lost. Marshon Lattimore.
He's so shitty. He's so shitty. I've been saying it all year too.
Then,
Oh, I'm enjoying this a lot.
as we continue with the excuses, this is the one thing where I'm going to be a little bit of a crybaby and make some excuses because the flags in this game were just absurd. Okay, it's unreal.
Okay, wait. Okay. Time out. I'm chiming in because there were some really bad blown calls, some really egregious calls on both sides. It wasn't 100%.
100%. The
Officiating
flags were
was not
horrible.
good.
The
Officiating
officiating was
not good.
terrible, but some really crucial moments for us that got ruined due to flags. I have a couple examples. So, if you look to your left, that first image, that was a roughing the passer call that every single person watching that
Which
game,
was roughing the passer.
both
No, don't do that.
announcers
No,
and
don't do
Dean
that.
Blandino
No, don't do
all
that. No,
agreed
don't do
and said
that.
that was
Don't do
not
that,
a roughing
bro.
the passer. He didn't touch his helmet. His helmet was loose and
ripped-
fell off.
He
No,
ripped
he
his
didn't. Watch the
helmet off.
replay. I wish I could put a video on this.
He grabbed
No, he didn't.
around
No, he
his
didn't. He
neck
did not.
and
He touched his
pulled.
shoulder pad. His hand was here. Touched his shoulder pad. Gave you guys
Can
a
I
first
chime
down.
in as a spectator of neither fan? I think it was a BS call. I do.
Tom Brady, Kevin Burkhardt, and I don't know if it was Dean Blandino or whoever was the rules
What does
analyst.
What does
all
Tom Brady
agreed-
know? He had some of the
agreed it was not
softest
a
calls
PI.
given to him of
It was
all
not a PI.
time.
They all agreed it was not a PI. You're right about that. I'll give you that
He's
one.
he's the zebra's golden boy. What are you talking
Yeah, so
about?
he'd be
Brady.
the first. Wait, so actually you're wrong because he'd be the first to defend a PI because he lived off them. He'd be the first to say if it was a PI. It was not a PI. Whatever. Later, you guys drive down, kick a field goal. Obviously, it was still a two-score game at that point, but the game was not blown out of proportion at this moment. Crucial. Then you'll see on the right that other flag was you guys blatantly jumped off sides on a punt, should have been first down, and they called it a false start on us because they said he picked his head up too fast, which he did not. He absolutely did not. Horrible calls.
I agree.
We'll continue. Last bit of the horrible calls. The photo on the left was a pass interference. The photo on the right was not a pass interference. Somebody please explain that to me. Somebody please explain.
I think they're both pass interference.
They're both pass interference. You guys had first and goal on the 1 yard line to open up with the touchdown. We didn't.
The only thing I could see, I mean, I need to see it in full.
No, you have to see it because
motion.
somebody argued with me this today, and I showed him full motion. He literally tackled him. The
only reason I could see why the one on the left is and the one on the right isn't is because Lattimore's not looking back for the football.
Yes.
Took the words right out of my mouth. Thank you, Dom.
The photo doesn't do it justice. I would love to show you. I could show you at the end because I'm not going to click off the PowerPoint. But he literally tackled him. He full-on tackled him. And Sam, you knew that because you texted me and said that should have been a PI.
Yes.
In motion, that was a PI.
Yes.
Whatever. That's all I'm going to say about the flags.
But there was no flag called there.
No flag. We should have had first and goal on the one. They got first and goal on the one. We don't.
All right.
This was just the beginning.
You know what? I've really been taking it easy on you. I'm tired of hearing the excuses. And now let's get into.
I'm moving. I made a whole PowerPoint. I can't skip the slides here. But
you had 3 slides of excuses. Now let's talk about why your team sucks.
I'm gonna get there. Then problems just keep arising. Quarterback goes down.
That one sucked even for me. That one sucked.
What happens when quarterbacks go down?
Yeah,
you now have 11 starters injured.
Brutal.
So, some of those key pieces being your quarterback, QB1, RB1, wide receiver 1 through 3, your 2 sack leaders, and your starting safety, all out. What does that force? This to be your offense. I'll just let you appreciate this moment. This was my starting offense.
What?
Oh, man.
Why you got to do chosen like that?
That was my offense.
Dude, this is great.
Marcus Mariota comes in. What happens? Pick 6.
Glimpses of 2023.
Yeah.
This one. I you know what? To be honest with you, after this happened, I was like, fuck this. I'm watching the Giants Broncos game. I was more locked in on that game than this one.
I actually agree, and I will say I really genuinely do like Marcus Mariota, and I do think he's a very good backup. Horrible play.
He was playing hero ball.
Horrible play. But then we continue. Then we continue with the man of the hour, Marshawn Lattimore.
He's back. He's back.
No, but for real though, I'm gonna start moving into the Cowboys. The story of this game, everybody knew the story of what was gonna happen with this game was it came down to this. You have one of the best offenses against one of the worst defenses, and one of the best rushing teams against the worst rushing defense. And who came out on top is, you can see by my other picture of my 2 cornerbacks running into each other and proceeding to let CeeDee Lamb run for an 80-yard touchdown. It worked in your favor. So I will say,
which is what I said.
I will say, Marshawn Lattimore. But I will say, credit where credit is due. Cowboys run defense played absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. I can tell you.
They shut Bill
I can
down.
tell you, Bill, who's been playing really good, only had 33 rushing yards, and as a team, we only had 136 total. We were the second highest rushing yards per game going into that game, and we said it in the beginning. This was going to be the difference: was whose defense can step up, because we both have bad defense. One has an insane offense. Our offense obviously isn't as good, but we had a very good rushing offense going into that game, and obviously, as you could see, your defense stepped up when it mattered.
Yeah.
But we'll continue with Marshawn Lattimore. But no, for real. Now we get into the Cowboys.
MV Prescott.
Now we get into the Cowboys.
Prescott. I don't want to hear Baker. I don't want to hear
this next graphic. This next graphic will say it all. All you need to hear.
Yeah.
I mean, that's incredible for any quarterback of any team ever. That is absolutely incredible. Incredible.
That's awesome.
Who's your daddy? Who's your daddy?
Unreal. It's
Who's
unreal.
your daddy?
It's unreal. Dak Prescott, round of applause. He's playing MVP level football. He should be in the top 3 for the MVP race right now.
In the last 4 weeks, I don't want to steal your thunder. In the last 4 weeks.
I was going to say it, so you should just say it. Go for it.
In the last 4 weeks, 14 touchdowns, no interceptions.
Oh, that's not what I was going to say, but
That's
he's had
crazy.
3 touchdowns with no picks, 3 or more touchdowns with no picks in the last 4 games in a row. Um,
That's
Playing,
crazy.
playing, playing out of his mind. No matter how you feel about him, if you put your feelings to the side and you are an NFL watcher and you sit down and watch football on Sundays, if you're watching this man play quarterback right now and you're saying, okay, he's not playing like a top five quarterback, you're blind. You're blind with hate. You're blind with emotion. There's nothing you can say about his game right now that's flawed. There's nothing. Even in the games that
Now
we're
he's
losing,
playing great.
even in the games that we're
He's
losing,
playing great, and
he's
he just
doing
got
his
his number
job.
one receiver back, and his number one
after
receiver is balling.
after this week, it pains me to say it, but in general, it doesn't because I will say, and Sam, you could actually back me up on this. I've always been high on Dak Prescott. He's my favorite Cowboy. He's always been. I've always
Yeah,
told you I
yeah.
think he should be MVP. He puts up MVP numbers. He doesn't get the credit he deserves. I've always been big on Dak Prescott. I think he's a good dude. I think he's a phenomenal quarterback, and I think he deserves any of the praise that's coming his way right now in this season. So that this is actually the easiest thing for me to say of the entire video. All respect to Dak Prescott because I've always felt this way. So we'll say that. But continuing on with the Dallas Cowboys, I mean, how do you beat a team when they have what I could argue is the best wide receiver duo in football? I mean,
Right
these
now,
two
for
are just
sure.
incredible. These two are just incredible. The only team that I think you could argue is the Bengals for a better duo. And
Hmm.
I could put up a fight for why it's the Cowboys. I really
I
could.
I could say and I could
Um,
say the Cowboys wide receiver duo is producing more. And that hold on, and another thing about Dak,
well, they don't have a quarterback, so give them a break.
another thing about Dak, he's been doing this without CeeDee Lamb. Without
Yes,
his
Yeah.
without his wide receiver one.
yes. Which
I know
doesn't make
George
that much of a
Pickens.
difference when this man, George Pickens, is playing incredible football right now.
Yeah.
Lights out.
Incredible, incredible, incredible football right now.
We
He
need to
is
we need to
one of
extend
the
him now.
most talented wide receivers I've ever seen. The way he plays football is ridiculous.
It's
His
crazy.
hands are incredible. The way he could adjust to the ball, it's when you're out here making catches like this on a weekly basis, what are you supposed to do? What do you? I mean, nothing more I could say because some of his catches we actually had good coverage. We
The,
really did. Like some of his catches, we were actually locking him up. But I mean, he
Good
can. He's
defense
an
versus
acrobat.
better
and you know what?
offense.
And you know what?
He's an acrobat when it
Go,
comes to catching the
going
football,
back
and
to
it's
Dak,
incredible.
the throws are really good too. Just
Yeah,
want to say that. Just want to say that.
yeah,
He
yeah,
knows because he knows what his receivers are capable of. We need to extend George Pickens right now because the price is going to become too high for Jerry to pay it if
yeah,
we don't do it now.
100%.
You
But
know,
I
I've
believe
heard
I
I've
could
heard
be
all the
wrong.
time.
But go ahead, sir.
Oh, no, you're good. I said I heard all the time, like football is literally a game designed around the offense. So you could play as good as defense as possible. There's going to be plays that are just better offense. Happens all the
Yeah.
time.
Before I continue, I'll give them their shout out. CeeDee Lamb had 5 catches, 110 yards, and a touchdown, and George Pickens had 4 catches for 82 yards. It's a phenomenal game from both of them. But I'm pretty sure this is the last. No, it's not. Second to last thing I want to shout out about the Cowboys. Javonte Williams, a man in the league that everybody was wrong about. He was written
Yep.
off. He didn't write back.
Everyone
I
doubted
mean,
him.
he's second in the league in rushing right now. He had 116 yards and a touchdown. I mean, he's a dog. He's playing great football. He hits like a tank, runs hard. He's quick. He's a good running back. I liked him when he was in Denver, and then I kind of gave up on him when he sold me in fantasy a couple years in a row. And
Hmm.
I was one of the
O
people that wrote him off, and I just saw firsthand and learned the hard way that he had no business being written off. So
line's blocking well for him.
yeah,
Yes.
My
The offense in
really
general is just clicking.
really the only thing I have to say about this team is this is a championship offense.
100%. I mean,
Yes.
only a fool would argue against that.
We're gonna live and die by our defense though, which is why you need to while you have things going your way, while the pieces are there on offense, no matter how good of a team you play, you need to go and bolster the defense.
Yeah.
Make
Go all
use
in.
make
Yes.
use of what you did trading away Micah Parsons and go and just get loaded on defense.
You have to go all in right
Go and
now
do it.
because the windows.
One trade isn't enough. Like
No,
Hmm.
you got to build. You got to build a squad.
and I said that I said that our window's closed. Like this offense is just kicking the door down right now, though.
No,
You need
yeah, it's
you need to do something on defense because even though I'm excited and there's big plays and Jake Ferguson is playing out of his mind and we have a crazy wide receiver duo, the guy on the screen, Javante, he's balling out. None of that matters if you can't play defense because good defenses are going to be able to not stop this but slow it down.
last thing I want to shout out about the Cowboys. I mean, my man is actually absurd. He hit his fifth career 60 plus yard field goal. He now leads NFL history in made 60-yard field goals, which is just unreal. It's absurd. And I mean, you guys get to like the 40-yard line and you're in field goal range. So it's like, how do you
I was
even,
when they sent him out for that 61 yarder, I actually like I started laughing. I was like, wait, they're sending him out. I was like, this is about to be a 61-yard field goal, and he just makes it look routine.
bro, he put it right down the middle.
It would
That
have
would have
been
been
bro,
good from 80.
bro,
That
that
would have
would
been good
bro,
from
bro,
80.
that would I was gonna say that would have been good from at least 70.
Yeah. So that's the last thing I want to shout out about the Cowboys. But before I finish off, I just want to say this is why you guys are America's team. I had to glaze you, so I'm going to glaze you a little bit. This is why you guys are America's team. It was an absolute beatdown, and we deserve that loss, and I deserve this punishment. But that's a little clip from a couple of years back, Sam. I don't know if you remember when
I
you guys
rem
beat us
Buccaneers,
I
the
remember.
Buccaneers
by about
Commanders.
900 points on live television. One of the most embarrassing moments of my life, and that moment, that's how I felt watching that game. Um, that
Is
that
is
right
that not
there.
from the is that not from the Buccaneers Commanders playoff game a few
No,
years
No,
no, no,
back?
no, 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 no. That was from. I think it might have been the same season. That was from the
when they
Cowboys.
were
We had a
when they
primetime
were when they
game.
were when they were fighting each other on the sideline.
Yes, yes. Our own team was fighting each
Oh,
other. It was a
okay.
primetime game, and I think the Cowboys beat us by about 900 points on live television,
Everyone
and
had
it
a,
was
Okay.
everyone had a touchdown.
the most embarrassing game of football I've ever watched in my life, and that's how I felt after that game. This moment that describes it.
And you know what, Nikki?
Um,
Nikki, you're my best friend, but I'm really happy right now, and I'm
you
really
and
happy
and you should be.
that my team
Nick,
played
And
like this.
kudos.
I'm gonna finish it off with one more thing because I just want to say one more time, it's your fault. It's him. He's the problem.
The whole secondary's bad.
No,
Nick,
it's
that was
him.
a great
It's
presentation.
that man right
Great
there.
presentation.
You did a
Thank you.
really thorough job. I would not have done all that.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, I lost. So what am I gonna do?
I would not be
No,
doing.
that was a great job. I enjoyed it,
Thanks.
even though I'm the outstander here. I'm the
Thanks.
bystander, but it was a great job.
Thanks. It's my
Great job.
punishment. I'm glad you enjoyed it. At least I could get a little satisfaction out of that. But all right, we'll keep moving. We'll fly through the rest of this. I'm gonna hit you with my dozen real quick, and then Sam's got something for you too. This one, I have to say, might have been the easiest week for me to make yet because, as I said in the beginning, everything's kind of fallen into fruition. We're starting to learn more and more about
Yeah,
teams.
identities. Yeah,
And also, we're at the point of the year where records actually mean something. In the beginning, there was some 2-0 teams, 3-0 teams, 4-1, and I'm like,
it's
well, I
true.
don't believe in them. Or even teams with bad records. Chiefs were 1-3 at one point, and I'm like, I don't, I'm writing them. I'm not, putting them where their record says they are because I'm like, it's too early. We're getting at that point where that stuff actually starts to matter. These records mean something. Identities are being
Yes.
shown, and also, this was the easiest for me to make because I didn't have to be biased at all because my team's off it. So, week 7, DiCrescento Dozen, team number 12. I have the Denver Broncos. I think offensively, they don't deserve to be on this list. Defensively, they're phenomenal. And like I just said, which is the reason why I said it, they're 5-2.
Yeah,
What am I supposed to say? You're five and
impressive.
two. I actually have no honorable mentions this week, though. Also, I should have said that first, but zero honorable mentions this week. 11, I have the 49ers. I put them on the list. Then they do what I think they'll do, and they'll lose, and I think they're frauds like I thought they were. Then they go and beat the Falcons, who I thought was going to be really good against them. I'm torn, but another team, good record, just played good football. Injuries are starting to come back. We're going to see more Kittle. We're going to see Ricky P. CMC's balling. Purdy's going to come back eventually.
Mhm.
So 49ers at 11. 10, I have the New England Patriots. They're playing incredible football. I would argue them higher, but aside from the Bills game, I think they're beating up on some pretty bad teams right now. I do think that they're legit. I'm not discrediting how legit they are, but just to put them over some of the teams ahead of them, I don't think it's fair.
Hmm.
9,
Um,
yeah,
Real quick, I will say I do think the Broncos are better than both those teams. I do.
really, really.
I do.
After the way their offense has played the last 3 weeks,
I actually think that's a really solid start to the list, Nikki.
9 remains the Seahawks.
Hmm.
I wanted to move them up because they are playing really good football, but again, that was a not a scary game, but a red flag from Sam Darnold. I don't think that was his best performance, and like Sam said, it just shows kind of what he is under pressure. And just the teams ahead of them are just playing really good football right now. 8 stays the Rams. Beat down. I mean, they absolutely killed the Jaguars. They're balling, and like I said, another team you could argue to go higher, but I want to see it a couple weeks in a row because they just came off a bad loss
Yeah,
and a
they're
weak
not
win, so I want
consistent.
to see it, sustain. 7, I have the Bills. They didn't play this week, so it was kind of hard to rank them. I did drop them down because some of the teams ahead of them played really well, and they're also coming off of 2 losses. So I did move them down, which I don't know if that's really fair considering they didn't play, but we'll see what happens if they recoup from the bye week. We had them at 1 for a long time. They could go back to that. I'm confident that they will go back to that dominant team, but for now they got to fall down at 7. 6, I have the Packers. I feel like you guys are going to want them lower. They're finding a way to win football
I would want
games.
them
They've only
lower.
lost 1 game this whole year. Their record's really good. I know they have a tie, but their record's really good, and I'm confident in the squad. That is another team that I think they'll figure it out.
I want them. I want them below the Bills. I want them below the Seahawks. Remind me who you had
Rams at 8.
Below the Rams.
below the Rams. I want them. Yeah,
I could see it, but they're 4-1
there's
or one
yeah.
and one.
It's fair.
And at the end of the day, they're still winning games. It might not
Yeah,
be.
Yeah,
Might not be
and
by
I
the.
think this
with a
is I think
good
this is the
squad.
worst. I think this is the worst version of the Packers we're going to see. Like I think they're only going to improve. 5, clap it up, Dom. Finally did it. Colts made the top 5.
Higher. Higher.
Best
I need
record in
them
the
higher.
NFL. Best record in the NFL. Absolutely dominant win. But the same thing I say about every week. The 4 teams I put ahead of them. If they were facing them tomorrow, I'd pick these 4 teams. So I'm not gonna be blinded by a pretty record. Top 5 is no disrespect, by the way. Your top 5 team in football. That's a compliment. 4,
Yeah.
I have the Bucks coming off a bad loss, but I'm not alarmed. It's Baker's first bad game of the season. I mean,
Yeah,
they're still one bad game doesn't ruin you as a team. Obviously, they fell from 1 to 4. I had them at 1 last week, so they still got their punishment from that loss. But I still think they're a top 5 team in football. I still think that they're one of the best teams in the NFC and one of the best teams in football. 3, jumping up 3 spots, Eagles. I
Yep.
like to hate on them, but it's scary to see that offense click like that. Not something I enjoyed watching. 2, I have the Lions. Dominant win. They're incredible. I mean, the offense is, other than maybe the Cowboys, I think that's the best offense in football. And I mean, they're just an elite squad, well coached, good team, scary team. Nobody wants to face them. You don't want to face the Lions. I mean, let's be real. Nobody would want to go
Nah.
against them. And we got a new number 1 for the 4th week in a row. 4th week in a row, we got a new number 1. And I have a
Wow.
gut feeling that this team might be number 1 for a long time, maybe the rest of the year. Number 1, Kansas City Chiefs. What else is there to say? They just put the most dominant win of the year. Like we said it all before. I'm not going to repeat it. It's the best team we've seen since 2021. Mahomes is the MVP right now. They're the team to beat, and they're the
I
best
can't
team in
even
football.
knock it. I can't even knock it right now.
That's a good bottom half of the list. I like it.
Yeah, so that's what I got.
It's a good list.
It's a good
Thanks.
list.
It's a good list.
Like I said, that was the easiest one for me to make so far. No joke. That was the one that I just was like, oh yeah, this makes sense. This makes sense. The hardest parts were Packers, Bills,
Yeah.
Rams, Packers, Bills, Rams, Seahawks. That 4 chunk was the hardest part for me to rank.
Yeah. Solid list. Like I said, just the beginning. I do think the Broncos are more of a threat than the Patriots. And I forget who else you had.
The Niners.
Yes, the Patriots and the
I just
Niners.
think offensively the Broncos are very weak. I mean, realistically, if they didn't
They
just pull
are.
off the best comeback we've ever seen, they wouldn't have even been on that list. I know it's a big if, but I'm just saying that's you
It's
almost just lost
fair.
to the Giants. So,
Fair. Hmm.
um,
I see the case.
all right, Sammy.
I hope my list is as well perceived as yours because unlike yours, I
Thanks.
actually had a really hard time making this list. I was tasked with ranking the top 12 defenses in football. This is Sammy's dozen.
I like it.
I I looked at, just like
Sammy's box of donuts.
I looked at major stats. Like I didn't get down to like nitty-gritty stats. I looked at like total defense, passing, rushing, scoring, red zone, third
Which in
down.
reality, that's important.
And
Yeah.
I took all those things together and also just like based on my opinion, things that I have to say about these teams, and I made a list of the top 12 defenses in football.
I mean, we're
So
hearing this from a linebacker.
Stands up.
This is a legit opinion.
I'm going to just get right into it. At number 12, we have the Rams. I feel like they're playing good football. I mean, I don't have anything like crazy high praise to give about them. They did just put on a really good showing on Sunday that backs me up though.
Yeah.
At number 11, I might already start, ruffling some feathers. I feel like I kind of alluded to some of these teams being on this list. I have the Bears actually. I think they're super underrated on defense. I think they're really talented with the guys that they have. Um,
They forced turnovers.
Ben Johnson, who's an offensive coordinator coming into a head coaching role. I mean, he's got a good defensive unit behind him. At number 10, I have the Vikings. Once again, just an underrated unit. I feel like they've kind of become because they're not sitting so pretty right now, but they are ninth in total defense. They're seventh in passing defense. They are 10th in scoring defense, fourth in red zone defense, second on third down. Those are the two in my
Yeah.
mind. Red zone and third down, those are the most important in my mind. So I gotta include them on the list. And then at 9, I have the Falcons. Falcons best passing defense in football statistically. Their secondary is just no joke. And
I feel like
even
they need to be higher.
higher, feel right. I didn't feel right putting them over the teams that I have rounding off the rest of this list. I'm just gonna get into it. At 8, I have the Eagles. They just have so much star power on that defense.
Yeah.
I know we like to sit here and say that they've kind of been not inconsistent, but it's just not the same team that we've seen. But one thing that is constant is like they have big names on that defense, and they're all just ball players. So it would be wrong
Yeah.
for me to leave them off of this list. And then at number 7, I have the Packers. You have arguably one of the best defenders in football, one of the best players in football right now, coming off of a 3-sack game. They have superstars all over that front seven, coached really well. Matt LaFleur is a great coach. Um, yeah, and then at 6, I have the Seahawks. The Seahawks are number 1 in rushing defense. They are 10th on third down. They are 6th in the red zone. Um, 10th in total defense. And once again, I feel like I feel like they're a really like homegrown unit. Aside from, like DeMarcus Lawrence, who I miss a lot.
He's playing good. He's playing
We could
really
really
good.
use a lot.
Hmm.
Yeah, he is playing good. Really good secondary. I feel like Tariq Woolen's kind of taken a step back, but Devin Witherspoon when he's on the field is just a game changer. Boy Mafe really playing well right now. Leonard Williams is one of the best big men. Um, Getting into the top 5, I have the Detroit Lions. It would be wrong for me to leave them anywhere off of this list, even in spite of injuries. Aiden Hutchinson, superstar. Enough said there. When this defense is healthy, they seriously make a case for being the best. And I feel like they are the identity of the Detroit Lions. They're gritty. They always play hard. In 4, I have the Kansas City Chiefs. When we talk about the Chiefs every single week, all I say is that they have a great defense. I feel like they always just play well. Please feel free if there's anything you guys want to say, add on, so I'm not just rattling off.
I was just wait. I was kind of gathering it all before I.
All right. So now the top 3. At 3, I have the Houston Texans. They are fourth in total
I
defense.
love it.
They are fourth in
I
total
love it.
defense, fifth in passing defense, 10th in rushing defense, first in scoring defense. They are fourth on third.
Yeah,
They're a great unit. They're a great
They
unit.
are.
It's a
I
shame.
like that.
It's a shame that their offense isn't playing well because I feel like this is a defense that could be a championship defense.
Yeah.
At number
I
two,
mean,
Yeah,
I know Dom said about the whole offense thing earlier, but we all know defense wins championships. And if you could build an offense around that defense, and they should, because other than their offensive line,
hmm
like they got guys, they have guys. Like if they were playing well, that could be a scary team.
really, really good defense. At number two, I have the Browns, and these were the hardest two teams to pick. Like I feel like everyone knows like who my one and two are going to be
Hmm.
going into this list. The reason I
yeah.
say it's hard is because when I looked at it, the Browns are number one in total defense. They are third in passing. I made a whole spreadsheet for this, so that's what I'm referencing. They're fourth in rushing. I mean, first in total defense. It would be wrong for me to include them anywhere but that. And then at the number one spot, third in total defense, sixth in passing defense, ninth in rushing defense, first in red zone defense in the NFL, and third down. I have the Dallas Cowboys. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. I have the Broncos. I have the Broncos.
Yes, I
Even
like
though
it.
even though they scared me on Sunday, even though the defense looked a little sus against Jackson Dart and the Giants,
They did.
deep,
They did.
They did.
their defense is too good. Their defense is just too good.
They
I
got ball players everywhere on that
I
defense.
like it. I love the top three for sure. Like top three, I wouldn't change anything about that. I think that's perfect. The only things that jumped out at me, and I wouldn't even say jumped out at me because overall it was a good list. I feel like you hit on everywhere. Like I
I
don't
feel
think
like
there
I
was a
feel like any
team.
I feel like any way you cut it, these are the 12 best
Yeah,
defenses.
I was gonna say I don't think there was
Yeah,
a team that wasn't mentioned that I unless I'm forgetting somebody.
I
I
wanted
don't
I
know.
I wanted to okay, I'm not even gonna say I wanted to. Honorable mention to the Patriots and honorable mention to the Panthers. I'll leave it at that.
yeah.
Yeah, but I wouldn't put those over anybody you had. So you picked the right 12.
Mm,
My only thing, I feel like the Rams definitely deserve to be higher than 12. I think they're better than a
I
couple of
had
the teams that you
I
said.
had I had I, the next three above the Rams, I had the Bears, the Vikings, and the Falcons.
I would say definitely better than the
definitely
Bears.
the
I think
Bears.
their rush defense is really
Definitely
good.
better than the Bears.
I mean the Bears forced the
Like
turnovers, but like their like pass rush is really good. I mean Jared Verse is an animal. Who's the other one? Is Byron Young? Is an animal.
Yes.
They
Byron
just
Young.
they're just always making plays. Like I feel like every time I watch them, like big sack after big sack, I would say if it was me, I'd move the Rams up, and I'd definitely move the Falcons up.
it felt wrong. I didn't want to get
The
I didn't want
the
to get over here and be like, yeah, the Falcons
yeah,
have a better defense than the Eagles, the Packers, and the Seahawks.
I get it. I would say if it was me, like, and I had to like actually move it, I would move the Rams up. I don't know how many spots, and I would move the Falcons over the Packers and the Eagles, not the Seahawks. I mean, the Falcons' pass defense is absurd, and their pass defense is real, and their run defense is good too. It's not like it's like they only have a pass defense. Like their overall defense is good, but that pass defense is just
Yeah,
it's incredible.
their secondary is just
But
loaded.
overall,
I
really good list.
I actually I
It
had a
was it
really
was a
I had a
good
really
list.
hard time making this list because all of these teams have also gone out and not played really well at
That's
certain
gonna happen.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen with
but yeah,
defenses.
it happens.
It happens. But no, that was really good. I think you nailed the 12 perfectly. Let's just say that. I don't think that.
It was good. If and personally, I might sneak the Panthers in there. But
I,
then
I
again,
dude, I wanted to do
yeah,
Patriots Panthers instead of Bears Rams. I really did, but I was like I can't not include
No,
the
I think you did it right. The Bears have had too
yeah,
many
you
turnovers
now
these
you
last
hit
few
it.
weeks, and the Rams. I like the Rams defense a lot.
If
Um,
I made this list 3 weeks ago, I would have had the Jaguars in the top five. So it's a good
yeah,
thing. It's a good thing that like this list has had, there's a large enough sample size for me to say that
100%.
these are the
I
12
think that's
best
fair.
teams
That's
defensively.
fair. That was good. That was really good.
Get into the pick. The
All right,
Falcons.
we got this pulled up. First thing I just want to say, everybody sitting at home, I don't care what you're doing right now. Give Dom a round of applause, bro.
Let's
Best
get it.
best best week to
I'm
date.
bald.
Best week to date. He
I,
needed it. He was falling behind.
I
He
did.
was getting
That's
How
the
lost
far
out
that's
did
the
that
there.
put
best.
me
That's the best.
behind?
That's the best any of us have done. Any
I'm
Oh
still
week.
yeah.
2 games behind.
Oh yeah.
I'm still 2 games behind.
That's the most wins. That's the most correct and least incorrect. And there was also a bye week. First four weeks we had 16 games to work with. He pulled that off at only 15. Um, yeah,
Imagine
very
you put ten.
impressive
Imagine you
performance.
put 10. Imagine you put 10 cents on it.
I would have lost because of the
And you
Falcons,
had
but
well,
I would have lost.
excluding that game.
yeah, that's crazy, Dom. That's very impressive.
I had a gut feeling.
Steelers
Last
killed
week
me,
I did say I could have jumped out when
bro. So
took a hit with these picks.
yeah,
Yeah.
Sam regained the lead. He took 2 games on me. I had a 1 point on him. He took it back to 1 point on me.
I
But
let
Dom, you're
the
right back. You're right back in it.
Yep.
I
Two
let the
games
Eagles I
behind.
let the Eagles hate blind me. I let 80-year-old Joe Flacco put me to sleep. And honestly, the Colts Chargers was just like a gut feeling.
Yeah, I
I'm,
agree.
I regret that one.
No, I actually completely agree.
That was Steelers Bengals for me. Just gut feeling.
Dude, for me, I said it last week. We all three of us went 0-7 in the previous 7 primetime games. I continued that with up to 0-9. Took me to the 10th primetime game to get a primetime game correct. That's sad. Because I got Thursday
They've been
night football
crazy.
wrong and Sunday night football wrong. So we gotta get redemption. The Thursday upsets are crazy.
Sunday I was watching and I kept looking at my picks and I was like, "Oh wow, I'm doing a really good job." And then you
Yeah.
texted, you were like, "Damn, you're perfect until the Broncos," and they go ahead and come
Yes, and then
back and
they
win the
came
game,
back, dude. It's
keeping me
crazy.
alive.
But yeah, that's a very impressive performance. Like I said, Dom's now right in it. He's only 3 out of the lead, 2 away from me. Sam's got 1 point on me. Sam first to 70 correct picks. Congrats.
Thank you.
But we'll go into this week. This is a very short week. We got 6 teams on a bye, so
Mm.
only 13 games to work with here. Dom, you won the
It's
week,
about that.
so
It's
so
getting that time where fantasy owners are looking
yeah.
who to
I think
start
this is
with
the worst week
the
though.
bye
I think
weeks.
this is the least amount of. I mean, this is the most amount of teams on a bye that we're gonna see this year.
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah,
but yeah, Dom, you could lead us
yeah. I'll
off.
start us off.
You're the champ. So
Chargers Vikings. This one could go either way. Give me Justin Herbert.
Sammy, you want to go or you want me to go?
I got it. I think really big week for both of them. Kind of sucks that they both just lost and one of them has to lose again, but I think that the Chargers are due for a bounce back.
I don't know, dude. I feel like the Chargers are also due for a bounce back. I can't get these primetime games right, bro. I literally, I get like I'm like scared
You're
to
in
pick
your
them because
head.
I
You're in
get
your
everything
head.
wrong. But dude,
You
the
can
favorite,
you can just pick Chargers so we all could be wrong.
the underdog train has been just riding these Thursday night football games. I feel like I have to climb on until it ends. Give me the Vikings.
I like it. Falcons.
Oh,
Falcons. Bijan Robinson versus one of the worst run defenses in the
yeah,
NFL. Yeah,
yeah,
Falcons.
Yeah,
Bijan might go for 200.
I'll agree
Rico
with you
Dowdle went
guys
for
there.
250 on us. So
I mean, he
I
went for over
agree with
200 on us too.
I agree with that one.
we got next. Bears Ravens. Lamar is back. This is a must win for the Ravens. You come off a bye week, you get healthy, you got your quarterback back. Give me the Ravens.
Yeah, I agree with Dom.
I
Ravens.
think I think this week for the Ravens, like this is going to form their identity for how they're going to play out the rest of the season.
I really do like the Bears in this game, but Lamar is coming back, and I feel like the turnovers aren't sustainable for this Bears team, and I just don't think they're as good as their record are. So I feel like they need to lose. So I'm going to take the Ravens.
Bills Panthers. This is one of those games the Panthers can be really sneaky,
How
but
sneaky does it get? No
not
Bryce
that
Young.
sneaky. Give me the Bills.
Yeah, no
Yeah,
Bryce Young. Don't forget that.
give me the Bills.
So who is the Panthers starting quarterback?
Andy
Andy
Dalton,
Dalton.
Andy Dalton.
the Red
Could be
Wow.
Rocket.
worse. Could be
Way
worse.
worse. Could be way worse. Jets Bengals. Oh, is this the first week the
The
Jets
Joe
get it
Flacco
done?
revenge game.
I forgot Flacco's on the Jets.
Something about Flacco.
Jets. Suck. Give me the Bengals.
I was like, there's no shot.
Dude, like I want to. I really do. I really do, but then like the Jets are gonna just come out and just look like shit. I'm gonna be like, why did I do this? Just give me the Bengals. Just give me the Bengals.
Dom,
Dom,
low key, if I was you, I would love the Jets right now. They're low key, like keeping you guys out of the spotlight here.
What do you mean?
Like, I mean,
we
you guys are having a horrible year. You got one
Oh
win,
yeah,
but you got the
yeah,
0-7 team in your division, so
yeah, yeah. Seriously,
they're taking the heat off you guys a little bit. Everybody's concerned about them.
not really. These memes have been getting to me recently. These dolphin memes about Tua, they're terrible. 49ers Texans. This is a good one.
This is a good one.
Ooh, who do I pick? Give me the Texans this week.
Dom, you keep doing it, bro. Like we're gonna be the same the whole way. I want the Texans too.
I was gonna say it too. I will say I hate that they're underdogs.
They're underdogs at home.
Yeah, I hate that they're underdogs. I don't think that makes sense, but I do like it. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't like that they're favorites. That's what I meant to say. I don't think they should be underdogs, I think.
The
They have two
Texans at
wins.
home.
The 49ers have two losses. Talk about a 2-win team versus a 5-win team. 4-win? 5-win team?
Talking
I don't
about
know.
talking about a really good defense.
I know.
Browns Patriots. If Drake May wasn't playing as good as he is, I would pick the Browns without hesitation. But
Without
especially in New England, I gotta take the Patriots.
Patriots. Dom, we're gonna be the same the whole way. Unless you pick the Broncos.
This is a this is a really, really, really big test for Drake May. Really big test. And if the Browns offense was anything other than horrific, I would actually like them in this game. I just can't trust Dylan Gabriel. I want to do it though, because Quinton Judkins could low-key go off. He's so good. We didn't even talk about him. He's an animal. No, I gotta go with the Patriots. They're playing too good right now.
Go Birds.
It would be so funny, but I can't. Eagles. It would be
Yeah.
so funny.
Last time I wanted to do it and didn't do it. This time I actually don't want to do it. I actually think the Eagles are going to win this game.
Buccaneers
Yeah,
Saints.
we
This
have
is a
one
good one.
difference this week. This is crazy. Somebody's got to switch something up.
I think I'm gonna switch it up. Give me the Bucks.
I was about to say.
But like it's a divisional game, and the Saints are a competitive team,
Very, very competitive team.
and the Buccaneers just lost their wide receiver one and just kind of played like shit. No, Buccaneers. I really like I don't want to switch it up for the sake of switching it up. A lot of these games I'm just like, is there a way?
This game's going to be scrappy, and they're a big rivalry. I don't know if you saw what Baker was saying. I'm picking the Buccaneers because of the way Baker was talking about this game. He was saying, "I don't like the Saints at all. They play dirty against us. Like I just don't like this team." He's angry about last week. He's going to come out firing. I think Baker's going to go off.
Cowboys Broncos. Man. Great offense versus great defense.
This is a true
This
test.
might be best offense versus best defense.
This is
Yeah, seriously.
this is a true test because this is the best offense in football versus the best defense in football.
I gotta go with my gut. Give me the Cowboys.
We gotta keep it rolling. This is a true test. I'm actually really excited for this game because I feel like there's an opportunity here to really turn some heads. If the Giants were able to just cook up like that, there's no reason why we can't.
I feel like it should be part of my punishment that I'm forced to pick the Cowboys right now. But I, like I said, that Broncos defense is so good. But again, they just let up 32 points to the Giants, and I just think that the Broncos offense is also really weak. So like even if their defense, because like what's holding the Cowboys? 25 points instead of 40. Like I don't know if I think the Broncos are
Match
gonna keep
that.
up. Yeah, their offense has looked really bad these last few weeks, other than the last 6 minutes of last week. So I gotta go Dallas.
That's crazy. I thought it was I
Part of
thought
my
it was, I
punishment.
thought I was gonna be the odd man out.
It's part of my
Colts,
punishment.
Colts, 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 Colts.
Yeah, I'm done overthinking it, Colts.
Are the Colts really about to be 7-1? 7-1. Indianapolis
No one would have
Colts.
thought. No one would have thought. We got to go back and
Wow.
look at our power rankings soon. They're gonna
Really
be
good
all
Sunday
over.
night matchup.
Packers Steelers. This is a great game. This one I can see going either way. Steelers need to bounce back. I'm gonna take a shot on the Steelers here, even though,
Damn
yeah,
it,
I'm gonna take a
Dom.
shot. I'm gonna take a shot.
Aaron Rodgers revenge game. Give me the Steelers. Bounce back week.
Mm. See, I've been really going back and forth with this because at first I was like, nah, dude, like, there's no way that the Packers are a better team than the Steelers. And it started hitting me Aaron Rodgers revenge game. But then I'm like, I don't know. Aaron Rodgers, Jordan Love, they were really close. Could this be like a passing of the torch moment? Jordan Love gets his get back to his mentor.
No.
The Steelers need to bounce back. But I also feel like this division needs to keep getting interesting. Both divisions, and I think the only way that they stay as interesting as they are is if the Steelers lose and the Packers win. So I'm going to go with the Packers here.
I like it. Sorry, Nick.
Dom, we're gonna be the same unless you have a
Chiefs.
trick up your sleeve.
You don't
Chiefs.
even have to
Which,
apologize.
which I don't. Marshall Lattimore, Xavier Worthy, Chiefs in Arrowhead. Yeah, it's cooked.
I said
Let's see what Nick does here.
I said I'd never pick against my team, but they ruled Jaden out already, and a fool would pick Marcus Mariota over Patrick Mahomes. I mean, I'd have to actually be an idiot, or
That's
just
fair.
just
I
or just
love it.
blinded. I don't ever want to pick against them. If Jaden was playing, no matter how depleted we are, if Jaden was playing, I would have picked us. But I
The
can't
boys got
justify it.
very similar picks. Nick, you have
Wow,
a chance to jump a few ahead.
I'm the
Me and
only
Sam
one
have
with
the
anything
exact
different.
Nick, you
same
have
across the board.
Nick, you have
I got
one.
two different.
You have two different
Two.
games.
Yeah, both prime time, which is actually great for you guys considering I'm just getting rinsed on prime time left and right now. So you guys might be. This is either my comeback week or you guys got me. But yeah, that's the final view of this week. Interesting. Same, like I said, you two are exactly the same. So no action there. For me, it's going to come down to Thursday night and Sunday night. But I like it. These are good picks. I know Dom, you said it a couple weeks ago, but this week feels like the potential to have a 16-0 or 13-0. I guess it would be.
Yeah,
This feels like the potential because there's a lot of
yeah.
heavy favorites. Like we didn't really pick any crazy
There is.
upsets here. There's a lot of heavy favorites. I feel like if I had to pick one, I'm not changing my pick. But if I had to go with one, I would say the Bears over the Ravens. I feel like, but
No, I'm confident in the Ravens this week.
yeah,
The,
that's all we
the
got.
game that I'm the least confident in is probably the Packers Steelers game.
Figures.
That's the exact same.
Show you
Packers
last week one
Steelers
more time. Everybody could appreciate Dom's run real quick, and then
So Nikki,
14-1.
you could jump me by at least two.
no, well, I'm down one,
Or
so
at most two.
I'd be ahead of you by one if I get both those right
Yeah.
because you're ahead of
Yeah,
me
by
by one.
one,
So if we split them, I'll get one. We'll be tied.
and that
If
would
I get
knock
both
me
of them,
down the
I'll win.
rank.
Or you could jump ahead. You'd be up three, which is crazy, but it's close. We're doing good. It's been good, but
And not for nothing. Through 8 weeks, it's really friggin' hard to get 60 plus games correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's,
No, I feel like we're doing pretty good. But I said it a couple weeks ago. I feel like we need a couple more, like what Dom just had. Like I want to see some like only one
Yeah.
game wrong, only 2 games wrong, only 3 games because we've had a lot of like we're pretty much in the realm of like 5 to 6 wrong a week, which is like that's
Mhm.
still good. But I feel like we could do better. It's just this has been a weird year. Honestly, I feel like any other year we'd be doing
Very
better.
weird.
It's just really just been it boils down to it's been a weird year.
it has.
But but yeah, I think that's all we got for today. So hopefully I never have to do what I just did today ever again.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
It
And
was great. It was a
any
great job. Great
anybody
job.
watching, just
Respect.
just keep your fingers crossed for me because no matter how much any of you hate on my team, nobody wants to see my birthday get ruined. And I really want to see him play in 2 weeks. I really want to see him play in 2 weeks. So please, please pray for a miracle. We need him back. But anything else, guys? You guys got anything?
No.
Nothing off for me. Same week. I'll be sitting on my couch, 1 o'clock, watching the Dolphins play. Disappointed as ever. Nothing to look forward to. It's fantasy football.
Hey, you know what's actually good though? I will say at first I was upset that we didn't play on Sunday this week because I was like, oh, I can't watch my own team play on my birthday. But now that we don't have a quarterback and we're playing the Chiefs, it's actually kind of working out. I don't have to be upset. I won't have to be sad.
Yeah.
So I guess that's a good thing. I could just enjoy football.
Birthday's on Sunday. Damn, I got shit to do, bro. So it's almost the end of October.
Crazy, right?
I got shit.
Crazy. 21.
I got I got so much stuff to do, bro.
But all right. Thank you everybody watching.
Everyone
Good luck,
wish Nick a
boys.
happy birthday.
Thank
Wish him
you.
happy
Thank you.
birthday next week.
Man,
Thank you. Wish the fellas good
Be
luck.
tw be 21.
yes, big
Yes,
week.
sir. Wish the boys good luck. Who do you
Big
guys
week.
got this week? Who do you
Rowan,
play?
Rowan
Rowan?
at their
Dom?
place.
El Val.
Ooh,
Yeah.
it's gonna be a test. But all
Yeah.
right. Good luck, guys. Thank anybody that watched. We'll see you guys next week.
Thank you guys.